Well, this is getting interesting. Just when Keir Starmer seemed to be riding high in the polls, King Charles has stepped in with an official statement. And let's just say, it's not looking good for the Labour leader. But what exactly did the king say? And more importantly, could this change the political landscape in ways no one saw coming? Let's break it all down. Now, here's the thing. British monarchs don't usually wade into politics. It's one of the golden rules of the royal family. Stay neutral, stay above the fray, and let elected leaders do their jobs. That's why when King Charles does speak, the world listens. And his latest remarks? They've sent political commentators into a frenzy. To understand why this is such a big deal, we need to take a step back and look at the current state of UK politics. Keir Starmer has spent years positioning himself as the steady hand Britain needs after the turbulence of Brexit, Boris Johnson, and multiple Conservative leadership shakeups. And for the most part, it's been working. Labour is leading in the polls, and many believe Starmer is on track to become the next Prime Minister. But then, King Charles speaks. His statement, carefully worded but undeniably pointed, has sparked a wave of speculation. While he didn't directly call out Starmer, many believe his remarks hinted at concerns over Labour's approach to governance, the economy, or even Britain's international standing. And this isn't the first time Charles has raised eyebrows with his views. Unlike his mother, Queen Elizabeth II, who remained famously silent on political matters, Charles has a history of subtle interventions. As Prince of Wales, he was outspoken on climate change, architecture, and social issues, sometimes even clashing with government ministers behind closed doors. The big question was always, would he continue this as king? Well, we might have just gotten our answer. So, what exactly did Charles say? While the official statement was wrapped in diplomatic language, experts believe certain phrases stood out. Some royal commentators suggest that his words reflect a quiet unease about the direction Britain could take under Starmer's leadership. Others believe it's less about Labour itself and more about maintaining stability, something Charles, as king, sees as his responsibility. But here's where things get even more complicated. Conservative politicians have wasted no time in jumping on this. Some are treating the king's words as a subtle endorsement of their leadership, while others are using it to plant seeds of doubt about Starmer's ability to govern. Meanwhile, Labour supporters are pushing back, arguing that this is nothing more than an overblown interpretation of a neutral royal statement. And then there's the British public. Because let's be honest, while political insiders love dissecting every word, the average voter might see this very differently. Some may view the king's remarks as a warning sign about Starmer. Others might see it as the establishment trying to block change, making Starmer look even stronger in the eyes of those who want a fresh start for the UK. So where does this leave us? Is this a real turning point in British politics, or just another round of media speculation? Could King Charles's words actually shift public opinion? History suggests that royal interventions, no matter how indirect, can have an impact. But at the same time, Starmer still has time to control the narrative. His next moves will be crucial. One thing is for sure, British politics just got a whole lot more interesting.